Mastering Linux with Linux Geek Lab.
Hey there, Linux enthusiasts. Welcome to Linux Geek Lab. I'm thrilled to kick off our Linux Basics series. Today, it's all about getting started with Linux, and I promise it's going to be a fun and informative ride. Let's jump right in. Let's talk about Linux. Meet Tux, our penguin mascot, and the brain behind it all, Linus Torvalds. In 1991, Linus started working on Linux, wanting a free and open-source alternative. His vision turned into a global collaboration that we now know as Linux. Now, let's talk about why Linux stands out. Unlike the more mainstream Windows and Mac OS, Linux gives you the freedom to customize. It's like having a magic wand for your computer, letting you tailor it exactly to your liking. That's the kind of power Linux brings to the table. So, how do you get started? You choose a Linux distribution, or distro. Think of them as different flavors of Linux ice cream. For beginners, I recommend user-friendly options like Ubuntu, Linux Mint, or Fedora. They come with easy installation processes and vibrant communities to help you along the way. Alright, let's get our hands dirty and install Linux. Today, I'll guide you through the process using a virtual machine. This method is excellent for exploration without affecting your main operating system. First things first, ensure you have VirtualBox installed on your system. If not, download and install it from VirtualBox website. Instead of downloading a traditional ISO file, we'll be using a pre-configured VirtualBox image for Fedora. You can get this image from following source. Importing the Fedora VirtualBox image. After downloading the Fedora VirtualBox image file, unzip it if needed. Then, open VirtualBox and click on File, Add Appliance. Select the unzipped Fedora VirtualBox image you downloaded. Starting up, click Start to launch the Fedora virtual machine. Watch as it boots into the Fedora desktop environment. On the first boot, you'll be prompted to enter the default username and password. For our tutorial, the default username is Fedora and the password is Fedora. Use these credentials to access the Fedora environment. Now that we have Linux installed, let's take a closer look at its interface. You've got a graphical user interface for a friendly desktop experience and a command line interface for some more advanced magic. It's like having the best of both worlds. Congratulations! You've just taken your first steps into the Linux world. We covered the basics, explored key differences, and even installed Linux on a virtual machine. In our next video, we're going to dive into the Linux file system, learning how to navigate and interact with it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our Linux journey. Until then, happy exploring, and I'll see you in the next video.